Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
All right, so another big ecosystem that's, I was speculating on the show the other day that I thought beans were a really strong play because we know that Azuki's birthday has come up, their anniversary, right? Their 1 year anniversary came up. And what they did, everyone was speculating that you'd be able to get other assets or airdrop or all these things, and that never happened. And we did see the floor price of both Azuki and Beans take a knock for a couple of days after this announcement, and then have slowly been picking up, not yet pre those levels, but they basically released their garden, right? They released on their website, Hilumia is their garden's name. And if you go in there, let's just jump into their website quickly. It's sort of like a place for holders to go, and it's got different sections on it, and all those sections have got different things, and it's almost like, and it is in and of itself a form of a roadmap as well for Azuki. So this was their big move. And while it loads, let's just look at the activity that we saw and the drop that we saw, and then the slight recovery. And there you see it really quite clearly over here. Let's just go on a lower time frame. Let's go the last 30 days. Okay, so you can see over here, 1st of Jan, everyone's like, oh my God, it's Azuki's birthday in about 2 weeks' time. And so the floor went from 8 ETH all the way up to 17, a bit of a dip all the way up to, okay, that must have been, it doesn't make sense, but 21 ETH, whatever, let's call it 20 ETH. And then once they launched this on the 10th, you saw it drop all the way to 15 Ethereum, and now it's sort of back at 17 Ethereum, 16.8. So you've seen this play out, right? So let's hope it's loaded by now. Look, the graphics are cool. You can see that they've really spent a lot of time on it, and you've got different sections over here. Some are holder only, some not, and others they can easily as they go along.
Oh no, your audio's good again. It cut off for a second.
Yeah, I just had to mute the site. Am I okay?
Yep, you're good.
All right, so they're going to add on to this, but you can like click and go into the section, and it tells you this is a greenhouse complex at the heart of what's new, the epicenter of new experiments, inventions, and the ideas that will shape the future of the garden. The building itself was founded years ago by a mysterious group of dreamers. So they're busy gamifying it and creating a hub in sort of, I hate that when that happens, a hub in Web2 where you can go. There's also holder-only sections. And again, a lot of hints as to what's going to be happening in the future from this place over here,
Dude, Azuki just be also hitting W's a lot of times. I feel like for so long, I didn't love what had happened with the founder, and I was just like, I think a lot of people wrote him off, but then I feel like it's basically one or the other. You either wrote them off or you're a total Azuki maxi. And I'm starting to become a little bit more of a maxi because they are really nailing all their branding, bro, and they're by far leading the space as an anime project. And hopefully the founder kind of has learned his lessons from past projects and stuff, and is too deep in this at this point to just run away with his tail in between his legs if something goes wrong. So I guess it's good. I still will maintain that anyone who rugs a project, and I think when they get faced with that same kind of adversity, they're just going to run again. So if Azuki fails and takes a massive L and drops to X floor price much lower than they're at today, if that ever happens and he rugs, I hope nobody's surprised if that ever happened.
Look, I'm in exactly the same boat as you. Exactly the same. I was actually a holder at a stage. When it came out, I panicked, sold out, and I was very upset. It wasn't just, it's not like a rug where they tried something and it never worked. It almost was like a proper rug, like never had any intention. But again, we're now a year down the line. He's still in charge, and they've delivered value. And as you say, they're the leading anime project. They definitely have the storytelling side down, and this adds to that. This launch of this, they've come out with a lot of unique stuff. Like you know, whether it's your taste or not is irrelevant, but the gold skateboards, the gold chains, the other things that only they had done with their unique technology, which is not unique because CloneX had done it before, but their tracking technology, and so on and so forth. So yeah, I think you can only ignore it for so long if you're in the space and say, hold on, you know, again, he's not alone here anymore. There's a whole team.
Right.
And, you know, even if the guy had to want a rug and leave tomorrow, I don't think the project would end, you know.
That one's tough. Yeah, man. Like, I think it's just because anime, like, he picked a really good niche to get in. Of all the different niches you could get in, anime might be the fucking strongest, dude. I don't get it because I've never watched anime like that other than Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon. I don't even know if that counts as real anime, but I've never seen like Dragon Ball Z or anything. But dude, I had just never seen a.
No, but bro, they were doing unique stuff before, like that party where he said, "Check your wallet." No one had done that in real life.
That was too good. That was too good.
You know, and then the clothing came out and it was actually good quality. It wasn't black hoodies, it was jackets, and then the skateboards, and then the so they've definitely on their own path over here. You know. And that check your wallet thing makes me think of the Super Bowl. You know, those guys doing the Super Bowl sponsor. What's it? Gaku. They're going to be doing NFTs, dropping NFTs at that Super Bowl. Do you know
when is the Super Bowl? It's coming up.
Hold on. I'm South African, man.
It's February 12th. Yeah, February 12th. Okay. Nice. Very cool. I hope I'm not working at that restaurant that day. That would suck.
If we look at the beans floor, we've got the exact same story over here. They have recovered since that. They went all the way to 2. They went back to 1.5, and now they're at 1.75. So let's just show you that last 30 days, and you'll see it tracks almost exactly. So on the first, it starts pumping. Okay, pumped the day before actually. So it went from 1.3 ETH there, all the way up on the 10th to 2.4. Wow. And then all the way down to 1.5, and now we're at 1.7. More or less, 1.76. So very interesting to see.
Yeah, I need to keep up more with the Azuki squad, probably just because I really don't know anything about Azuki. I don't cover them at all. I don't really have an interest in anime projects as much. I don't like the artist. I mean, I think the art's cool. I just don't have an inherent interest in it.
Yeah, I think it's important, like you said, the same thing, CloneX art, and I don't take that personally. I mean, I look at a lot of, I've been watching the floor of CloneX. I've got one, but I've been watching the floor of CloneX for a long time to pick up a second one, and I just literally like haven't found one that I vibe with for a long time. The one I have already, I do, but not like 100%, and I'd be happy to pick up another one and at some stage flip one of them and hold a bit. So I'm looking for a better one than mine at the moment. But the point that I'm trying to say is I don't think you have to vibe with the art. It's not only a PFP. It's also an entry into an ecosystem, and you know, in this case, into a company.
I don't like care to be in the anime ecosystem. Like that's my issue.
No, it's not an anime. You know? That's what I'm saying. It's not an anime ecosystem. It's an NFT project that's innovating in the space. So what about a gold skateboards anime? What about in real life events with cool people that you like is anime? What about, there's nothing about all that stuff that's anime. It's just the PFP is anime, right?
Yeah, but so but there's other projects doing the exact same thing that just aren't anime that I do like their art more.
But that's why if you like what Azuki's doing, who cares what the art looks like? Get in there. I mean, I really don't like pixel art. I really don't.
Philip, but what you're saying top 5 soccer team. You're like any of them are good. But like it's not. Like I want to support Chelsea though. Like cuz I like Chelsea. I'm not going to just support Liverpool because they're also at the top. You know what I mean? Like that's my mindset.
If you've got long-term conviction in the space, then you want to have an asset from the top 5 ecosystems. Same as if you heavily invested in the stock market, you don't just want Google shares if you love Google, but you also want Amazon, and you also want Facebook, and you also want whatever other tech stocks as well if you're bullish on tech. And so it's the same thing here. It's like,
but it's not choosing NFTs are not the same. The NFTs are like little picture community things. So like, I mean, I get that if you're using NFTs as an investment for sure. I just don't. I always look at them like joining little clubs. Like I picked up these a few of these NFTs on this project that who knows if it'll go anywhere. The floor is like, you know, basically nothing. It's like $20 or something. But I fuck with the art and I love the community because it's a snowboarding and ice and like snow sports community, and everyone there's dope. I'd rather join that than another one because I'm gonna fuck with those people way more. Like I don't know anything about anime or Azuki, or I don't even know what those people are about. I just would rather choose those communities because it's never really about investments. If it goes up, dope, I'll sell some that I bought. But you know, that's just I guess I don't look at NFTs
but I mean,
that way.
I'm saying like, you know, either short term is there a flip opportunity,
Sure.
or long term, do I think that they're going to carry on making the right moves that I can sell it for big profit?
But it's hard, isn't it? Like if you buy one you don't like you like for sure. If like for me, if I buy an NFT to flip and it's like a ticket or like for example, or a token pass, and it's like one of those art pieces, like it's much harder for me to hold with conviction because I genuinely just don't care for the art and I don't care to hold it. I'd rather hold another random PFP that makes me feel happy when I see it.